Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are en route right now to Chicago's O'Hare Airport, and today I am taking a very, very short flight, probably the shortest flight either of us has ever taken, to Madison, Wisconsin. So it's going to be up and down. It's super ridiculous, but I have a very good reason for doing this flight, and we're getting close to the airport now, so I'll tell you about that reason after we get through security and everything. What do you think about this little flight today?
I think that you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You like to fly too. It'll give me some time alone.
Yeah, so one thing we didn't say is that Katherine will be dropping me off at O'Hare and then driving to Madison and picking me up when my flight lands. But it's only about a 2-hour drive. And don't worry, I'm not just making Katherine drive all the way into Wisconsin just for this. We're headed up there to see my parents for the holidays, so happy holidays, by the way. Yeah, she's not doing this just so I can do this flight, so, right? Tell the people I'm telling the truth.
Yes, I'm not being forced against my will to drive you.
And it is a United Airlines flight, flying in first class, which, you know, it is, they call it first class, but, you know, you don't get lounge access. You do get better security, but we also have TSA pre-check. So it is what it is. Found a good deal on a first class flight. It was only about $30 more than the regular class. So on this 25-minute flight, at least, I will be in a nicer, more comfortable seat. So that's good, and free drinks and all that. But yeah, United Airlines first class from Chicago O'Hare to Madison, Wisconsin, Dane County Regional Airport. We drove towards O'Hare through the maze of construction that characterizes the Illinois Tollway right now, and finally made it to Terminal 1, the home terminal of United Airlines. Because I had a United First ticket, the check-in process was extremely easy. I was able to use the Premier Access lane for check-in and security, and before I knew it, I was on the air side of the terminal. My flight today was departing from the satellite portion of Terminal 1, so I had to go underground and follow the moving walkway to get to the sea gates. Here, I found myself a United Club to spend an hour or so before my flight. In the United Lounge now, waiting for my flight. Why am I doing this 25-minute flight from Chicago to Madison, which we could easily just drive in 2 hours? I'm doing it all because I want United Gold status. United Airlines loyalty program is called United MileagePlus. This program, like most loyalty programs, has several tiers with specific advantages in each tier. Your annual tier depends on the number of flight segments you've taken on United or its partners, as well as qualifying miles that are calculated after each flight. With each tier, you get specific benefits, such as higher up points accruals on flights, priority boarding and upgrades, free drinks and snacks, free luggage, and more. I'm so close. I have so many flights that count towards my United segments. But the issue is, most of these flights are Lufthansa or other Star Alliance partners. And the way that United's program works is you need at least 4 segments to be United flights. So therein lies the problem. I don't have 4 segments that are United flights because we're in Europe all the time. Our flights are not United. So that's why I'm here. I need one more United flight segment in order to get United Gold status. And what's even better, since we live in Germany, is that United Gold status will also get us Star Alliance Gold status. So we'll get access to all of the lounges in the Munich and Frankfurt airports. Because if you've been to those airports, you know that there's not very many contract lounges, which is unfortunate because we fly out of Munich all the time, but we're never able to get lounge access unless we have a business class flight. So this way, we can get in the Star Alliance Gold lounges and be able to relax and unwind before all of our flights next year. Also, the reason I'm doing this now is because it's close to the end of the year, so I only have a couple weeks until I can no longer get this United Gold. And with over 30 flight segments, I want to get something. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this, and I think it's worth it for Katherine and I to be able to get access to these lounges. And it is a bit of a shame I had to use a United Club pass to get in here, because domestic first class does not get you anything really on United, so it's really not worth it, but I had to use my own pass to get in here. I will say one thing about this food though, it's really good. I think the United Club has definitely improved. And I like that they have some local dishes too, some Chicago type dishes. The kielbasa sausage, amazing. And also the pierogi is really good too. So let's finish up here and head over to gate C30, where my flight is waiting to take me to Madison. Alright, out of the lounge and headed towards the gates. We'll see what kind of services we actually get on this flight, because it's so short, so you wonder, you know, are they going to serve drinks or food? Hopefully it's something, though, because he did pay extra for it. From the lounge, I made my way through the terminal and found gate C30. The terminal here at O'Hare has 6 gates at each of its ends, and C30 is right at the end of the terminal. This meant that the boarding process was just a cluster of people trying to get to the right gate for the right flight, all of which appeared to be leaving around the same time. Our plane today was this 18-year-old Airbus A319. It was a very uncomfortable boarding process. There were people everywhere, but eventually I was walking down the jet bridge and heading to my seat, 1B. Our route today was a very short one, flying north out of Chicago before turning northwest after hitting the Illinois-Wisconsin border. We stayed at our cruising altitude of about 17,000 feet for maybe 5 minutes before our descent into the Dane County Regional Airport. The inside of the plane definitely betrayed its age. The seat was fairly comfortable though, but quite old. The seats in United First are a 2-2 configuration. It doesn't show well in this video, but the overhead lights were kept on during the entire flight, and they were flickering the whole time. We were offered a pre-departure drink in United First, but were pretty rudely shut down by the attendant when asking for an alcoholic beverage. Apparently United didn't want to deal with the tax on the ground for these alcoholic beverages. When we were in the air though, I was able to get a beer, but I had to drink it fairly quickly before they shut down beverage service. Other than that, the flight was uneventful, and we touched down right on time. Well, welcome to the Dane County Regional Airport, small little airport in Madison. We made it. Well, this is actually a nice little airport. They got all these little display cabinets everywhere, and things about Madison. Interesting place. Never actually been to this airport, even though I've lived 2 hours away from it my whole life, so... But anyway, yeah, let's debrief that flight. Overall, the first class seats are all right. You know, they're comfortable, they're bigger. The service just isn't what we're used to on European or Middle Eastern airlines. You get drinks, no food, not even a little snack bag or anything. So that was a little disappointing, but this was truly an up and down flight. I don't think we actually ever leveled off at an altitude. We went up and then we came right back down. We were in the air for about 18 minutes, super short flight. But at least now I will have my gold status with Star Alliance and United that gets us in all of the Star Alliance gold lounges, which is great. That'll be great for us traveling next year, because of course you earn the status for the remainder of the year and then the next year. But yeah, overall worth it. This flight was about $125, all said and done, with the upgrade to first class, so pretty cheap, but definitely worth it to get that status for all of the flights that we're going to take next year. We've taken about 35 flights this year, probably going to be about the same next year, so of course we wanted to treat ourselves a little bit. We hope you enjoyed this video, learned a little bit about these programs, and thanks for coming along with us on the shortest, probably most ridiculous flight that we've ever taken. See you in the next one. So I'm still here. We'll see if Katherine knows where to pick me up, because I've been waiting here for about 15 minutes and she's not here. She was shopping in Madison because, of course, the drive from Chicago is like 2 hours. So she had about an hour to kill, and my flight landed right on time, but yeah, I don't see her anywhere. So hopefully she's here soon. Well, she made it, finally. I'm going to do some pretty bad editing to make it look like she came really, really late. But
just on a joyride?
Yeah. Truth be told, I landed and got off the plane like 12 minutes ago, so we're all right.